Hello, welcome to episode 2 in the Dataland series. It's a let's play, but we can add stuff using a data, but will you shush in that? Oh my god, you're all so noisy. What have I been up to? Did you even hear me? Shush. It's a series where we just do a let's play, but we can add stuff using a data pack. I know you're in there. I'm going to introduce you. This guy spawned in my little dark room. And let's just shush them up a bit. Hostile creatures, 50. Friendly creatures, 10. Much better. Okay, done. Back to game. Yes, we should have done that before the intro. You're still very loud. Okay, so I've made this little dark room because I do this every time, and it's so a zombie will eventually spawn, and I can give him an item, and then I can use him for villager curing. This one spawned, but he doesn't want to hold an item. Sometimes they don't. So he's not going to be used. We're just going to shut the gate and let you despawn. Outside, well, let's just check in here. I've moved my bed. I've made a little tunnel. And, well, we're going to be digging around in this cave. Let's just use a little bit. So we're going to be digging around in here for our top floor to put some stuff. Now, here I am using Facecam. Tracheus, Case said something, which I do agree with. Don't use Facecam. Now, I say I agree with it in terms of exploration and stuff. So here at my home base, what I enjoy doing is I enjoy just building stuff. And I don't want to go dig. Oh, I've dug out the side of the cliff. I find it much easier just to go, okay, yeah, there's space there. And I've got a little space there. I can do a bit of planning around my base. Now, if I'm going to go exploring, I don't want to be using the face cam. For instance, if I'm going through a woodland mansion, I don't want to check around each corner and stuff. Constantly doing this just takes the fun out of the exploring. So we will be using face cam, but I'm going to try and be not too cheaty with it. As in, I'm not going to be going off and going, I really need to find something. Is there a dripstone cave down here? And keep looking underground. I don't want to do anything like that. But round my base area, I don't care. I just want to build here and build easily. We've been farming lots. So we got a lot of seeds and we've got a lot of more creatures. I built a little staircase that goes sort of up there into the cliff. I've blocked it off and it goes up and it goes all the way up there so I can light that up as well. And then here's me saying not use face cam, but it is, or free cam. But I've lit up on top of my cliff as well. Not much. See, you can still see the sides, but we're a little bit safer now. Now, what ideas have I had for things I want to do? I think if I just grab my notes and we can look at what I've done. Okay, so notes. Enable mob griefing. Yeah, now I turned mob griefing off because I didn't want Enderman picking stuff up. And yeah, I don't want creepers blowing stuff up, but it's such a big part of the game that I feel I should have it on. So what we are going to do is we are going to game rule. We are going to mob griefing and we are setting it back to true. Because creepers not damaging the environment, it just seems a bit too naughty. But, and I don't know if this is in earlier versions, but in 1.2, 1.5s, definitely, there is a block tag for Enderman holdable. And so what I could do is I could just put this in. I could create my own and just put replace true and put like no values so they can't hold any blocks. Now I'm pretty sure, in theory, that should work. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to smooth that off the page and pop over to the data pack. So if we go to Minecraft tags, you can see lots of stuff I've added here. We'll go through that shortly. Tags. Let's create a new folder. And is it block or blocks? Block, I believe. Well, if an Enderman starts stealing my stuff, I'll know it's not working. And then in there we'll have a new file and it's called Enderman holdable.json. Okay, and in there we will say we don't want to add to the existing list, so we've said replace true, and we're replacing it with an empty list. So now Enderman can hold nothing. So let's take that off. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back. Let's reload anyway. I think that'll update with just reload that one. Data land. Why is it saying my tutorials? Never mind. Okay, so Enderman, so griefing is back on. Creepers and stuff will start damaging stuff, which I think it was a bit naughty turning it off, to be honest. I'm surprised someone didn't say, hey. Okay, so that's that done. Let's go back to notes. Let's take that off the list. God. I better put it on my done list so I can update my data pack with the changes. Enderman can no longer hold or no longer pick up blocks. Okay. I've edited the values in the leather recipe. There we go. It was giving us loads of experience and it was cooking quite quick. So I slowed it down and I've dropped down the experience quite a lot. So otherwise we'd made an XP farm. We could have just made a zombie farm and shoveled leather into, or rotten flesh into it and got a load of XP. So I've adjusted that to make it a bit better. So that's that one. I've added the chicken burger and a beef burger. And Gal Sergi came up with the idea of why not lock the recipes behind a book or something that you have to find. And I like that idea. So it's going to encourage exploring, because something I don't really do is explore that much, because it's like, oh, what's the point of going to the village and looking in the chests? There's never anything I need in there. But I could put recipes. So I've also given myself some recipe books just to check they work. And what these do is when I use this book, I get given the food beef burger recipe or the chicken burger or the flesh to leather recipe. And I could probably add them to a loot table for the village. I could say maybe, I don't think there's a farmer one. There's a butcher. So maybe inside the butcher chest, he has a chance to have a recipe like chicken burger, beef burger, or inside, is there a leather worker? If there is, he could have the flesh to leather. So you could, when you go into the villages, you've got a chance to find these books and you can learn some recipes which are actually useful. I've added copper tools. Axe, hoe, pickaxe, and shovel, so we can make those. I haven't made any yet. Reason for this is I never do anything with copper. Maybe I use a few decorative blocks, and that's about it. And I have all this copper I never use, but now what we can do is we can make ourselves copper tools. Now you'll see its base item is the iron axe, so it should be able to mine what an iron axe can do. In fact, it basically is an iron axe, but let's have a look at the little changes I made to it. So that would be in its recipe. So it's repaired with copper instead of iron. Makes sense. And I've dropped its durability down from 250, which is iron, to 175. Stone is 131, so it's a little bit better. It's in the middle there. It's as enchantable as stone, so it's not as good as iron for that. So the idea being, I can make myself some copper tools, and I could mine the same stuff as I can with an iron axe, but it's not going to last very long. It's just an extra use for the copper. I'm thinking I'll probably add all the copper armor as well. I don't know if I've done that before, so that'll be something to try. What have we done? Trapdoors. I've literally just changed these recipes very slightly. Instead of getting 2 trapdoors for all that wood, you now get 4. I don't think we're going to lock that behind a knowledge book or anything. I think that's just like, why does so much wood? Where is it? 6? Is it 6 planks? 6 massive planks of wood would have only got me 2 trapdoors. Now it gets me 4. I think we're just having that from the beginning. It just makes more sense. This is so much. I'm tempted to do the same for a button. 1 meter by what sort of carpenter needs a meter cube of spruce planks to make 1 tiny spruce button? We might change those as well. Let's add that to the list actually, just in case, because I've got a load of random ideas, which we'll have a look at in a minute. Button recipe gives more buttons. There we go. Well, we've already seen my little mob trap. Has he despawned? I think he might have gone. We got a skeleton in there now. Oh, we're not interested in you, so we'll keep that door shut. Okay. So basically with this thing, I'm just waiting for a zombie, and then I'll just throw items at him. Eventually one of them will pick up the item, and I can use him to cure villagers. But saying that, if there's the map, if we go back to the notes, I did find I like using the map. I will keep using it. I found a village here. I went down to this village, and I locked a load of the villagers in their houses, because you know what happens. As soon as you go to the village, all the mobs turn up and start killing the villagers. And I found another village down here. Now, I didn't really want to find too many, so I think I might go up here because I might want some sand, so I might get some sand from here. But I think I'm going to mainly head south and not generate any of these chunks to the north and the east and the west. The idea being, when I add sort of things like those recipes to the village loot drop tables, I can just head in one of these unexplored directions to check if they're working. What's this here? Oh, it's just black. I thought it may be another village. So I don't want to just go explore everywhere. I'm going to save some stuff. And for maybe one day we're going to do biomes or structure generation or something like that. So it'd be nice to have some ungenerated chunks which are a little bit closer. So I'm going to head mainly south. As I said, I've been to this village and blocked a load of the villagers in, and I'm going to bring them home. And I've done what I quite often do. I've gone underground, and I've just dug a tunnel to the village. So when I was there, I saved the coordinates of one of the houses, and then this tunnel, we'll just walk along this tunnel, literally just goes all the way to that house, and I can just safely travel. It took a little bit of time because I was only using stone tools, but it's quite relaxing. It's part of why I'm doing this series. Instead of going, how do I fix this problem? How do I do that? All I had to do was just stick something on YouTube, get my little stone axes, and just tap, 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 dig my way through this tunnel. Which I quite enjoyed to do. I've not done that for a long time. What I should have done is made it, instead of making it 2x2, I should have made it 1 wide and 3 high, so at least I could jump as I was running and go a little bit faster. But that made me think of rail duping. When we can dupe rails, I'm pretty sure you can still do it in 1.2, 1.5. But maybe we should sort of legitimize it and make a machine or something that can dupe rails and carpets. Since we can anyway, it'd be pretty cool to have a machine that does it. So as you see, we've got one here. We blocked him in. If you want, you can come all the way back to my base. Yeah, off you go. Oh, okay. I didn't expect you to actually do it now, but fair enough. I haven't looked in any of these chests yet because it's usually junk. Shall I open one? I got a little bundle. I suppose that could be useful for exploring. And I don't think I have got pumpkins. I found some pumpkins. I think I found sweet berries, but I don't think I found potatoes yet, so I can grow potatoes now as well. Oh, that was a bonus. Okay. Right, I'm not opening your door. You can come all the way. It's probably not going to be a good life. So let's have a look at my little notes. So we've done buttons, give more recipes, rail carpet duping. Here's something to keep in mind for myself. What if someone plays with the data pack but not the resource pack? Now, at the moment, I think if I turned my resource pack, all the copper tools and stuff would just show broken textures. So what we probably want to do is find some way of adding a fallback texture. So, right, okay, if you don't have the resource pack, at least it's going to display as a stone tool or an iron tool or something. And fallback for the text as well. Because we'd pointed it, and instead of saying like copper axe, it would say, well, where's our resource pack? Have I got my resource pack? Data down. So instead of saying, here we go, open. You're not going to open for me? You do take a while sometimes. There we go. So instead of saying copper axe, it would say ID tools copper axe. So maybe we're going to put some fallbacks in for the language translations as well. Something to keep in mind to give a bit of extra polish to the data pack. copper tools, weapons and armor. Yeah, well, I've been doing that. And that's just some notes of what adjustments I have to apply to a diamond tool to get it to look like nice copper. And then I thought we could do the same with emerald. Maybe emerald is like diamond, but not as durable. So it's like copper is like iron, but not as durable. Emerald is like diamond, but not as durable. So I thought the idea for farms, a chicken farm that we have to have at least 2 chickens, and it uses seeds as fuel, and it generates feathers and chicken, and the same idea for cows, and the same idea for sheep, but maybe you could use something with dye. I don't want it to be stupidly overpowered. I don't want it to be a case of just a block and it's like blah, and it just spits out thousands of drops. I want it to sort of be a bit more vanilla. Now, it's so easy to breed cows and stuff. I've got loads. Once you've got 10 or more, you going around there with the wheat, you end up with hundreds of the things. You are not going to run out of leather or steak ever. But it does mean you've got an absolute buttload of entities just all in a big pen if you want to keep it nice and easy. Let's eat this spread. Oh, I should have saved it. I should have made a chicken burger. So I thought, well, maybe we can make some sort of thing that farms the resources for you, as long as you've got one of each. So you have to have gone off and collected 2 cows, and you have to bring them back. They have to be maybe live cows. You can't just kill them. So you've got the trouble of bringing the cow back to your base, and all we're doing is saving the player having to have loads of entities. You still have to feed them wheat, because it uses wheat as the fuel, and it converts wheat into leather and steak. I don't know how it works yet. That was just my idea. Let me know, or any of these ideas, let me know what you think for feedback. So I think we'd have a little pen of some sort, and the machine would be in the pen, and you just have 2 cows, and it drops the drops into a chest now and then. Not too fast. I mean, instead of having this, because what I will do is I would make this like 3 times bigger, and I would just spam them with wheat, and then I'd kill half of them, then spam them all with wheat, and I'm just filling my world up with entities. Same for chickens. It's not necessary. Okay, what other ideas have I had? So at the beginning, we're coming up with lots of ideas, and I haven't actually got much work done. Faster movement, move faster on path blocks. I think we'll probably do that. I think we've done that for a tutorial before anyway. Faster minecarts. I definitely want to play around with minecarts. I like the idea of just getting in the minecart and travelling off. And I think it'd be pretty cool if we could have some sort of routing system, or routing system if you prefer, which we could maybe hold a ticket or something, and the minecart would automatically change directions depending on what ticket we are holding. Something like that. I did do one. Actually, I might do this. We did do one where you could, if you were holding left and you got to a junction, the minecart would go off to the left. If you were holding right, it would go off to the right. And if you were holding nothing, it would go straight on. So maybe something like that. That would be pretty cool, because I really like riding around in minecarts, but I don't often do it. The most usual time I do it is if I'm playing on a server, because quite often I'll get a bit of a bad ping. So Elytra is just lethal. It's a lot faster, but until you fly into the side of a mountain or ungenerated land. So quite often I've built like 2,000 block long minecarts, and all I do is I just go and sit in the minecart, and then I just get on with something else while my little dude is traveling along on his way, safe and secure, not going to fly into a mountain. It's good for low ping. So I definitely feel like I want to do something with minecarts. And then we had waystone and world anchors. That might be quite cool if we could go somewhere, place a waystone, and then we can teleport back. Keep it more vanilla-y. We have to go there first. We can't just say, I want to teleport to somewhere random. You have to have gone there first to do something. Bulk storage for stuff like cobblestone. Now, we could easily make a recipe. 9 cobblestone compresses into a compressed cobblestone. But then I can't use that compressed cobblestone in a recipe because it's got custom data, and you can't use custom data as ingredients. So I'd need some way to decompress the cobblestone. Maybe we could just have a decompressor block or something and throw the cobblestone on top of it. I wouldn't mind some XP storage. I do like it. For instance, like now I've got 18 XP. I would like to just chuck that in some storage and collect it later if I want. I think we did that before with some bottles. Trapdoor recipes. Improve so you get more. We've done that. Let's take that off there and put it up to done. Trapdoor recipes. Well, which we've written twice now. Okay, let's remove that from there. Cobblestone to gravel to sand. Clay recipes and dirt recipes. This is just a way of making them so they're infinite. I could make a cobblestone generator. Maybe some way to grind the cobblestone into gravel. Grind the gravel into sand. And then some way to make dirt. I think there is a way you can make infinite dirt at the moment. I'm sure you can mix something. Is it coarse dirt? I can't remember. I'm sure there is a way. I was playing on a server and it was the infinite dirt and it was tedious, but you could make infinite dirt. I think you can mix 2 dirt together with something else. I can't remember now at all. I have to check that. Let's put a little note on there. Check. Oh, you could make coarse dirt. I think that's it. You can make coarse dirt. I think you could use, is it gravel and dirt? 2 gravel, 2 dirt makes coarse dirt. And then you put the coarse dirt down and break it and it turns into dirt. It's something like that. So it's tedious, but it is possible. Now, diamonds late game become pointless. So it would be nice if we could do something extra with diamonds. Same for seeds. Look how many seeds I've got already. And I've only just really started. And I've got so many seeds. It'd be great to have something to use with them. I'm thinking probably flour recipes. So you could craft every flour just using seeds. So let's say I wanted to craft one type of flour and it was made like this, but another flour was like that, another flour was like this. So we have shaped recipes using the seeds and we could make all the flours. I don't want to just give the player them from the start though. So how would we go about that? Maybe the recipe is seeds around the outside and around the outside, and the flour in the middle would give you 1 extra or 2 extra of that flour. That might work because then I've had to find the flour originally anyway. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. Might do that. I like that idea because I do like decorating with the flowers. Let's put a little note there. What can we do? Use original flour and seeds to dupe flowers. Again, any of these, if you think, no, don't do that, that's awful, you should never do that, you just tell me, let me know, and I'll take it into account. Might be something I haven't thought of. You might go, oh my god, if you do that, then the player could do this, and the whole game would break and the world would burn. And I think, God, I'm glad you told me, because I didn't think of that. Something to do with coal. Again, I always end up with I'm not using coal. I've got 35 there. Once you've got a silk touch pickaxe and you start digging around underground, I just end up with tons of the stuff. And cobblestone, but we said about compressing stuff. It would be nice if we could compress all these blocks. Imagine if 9 of these just compressed down into 1 stack. And then if we got 9 of those compressed stacks and stacked them down into super compressed. When I used to make mods ages ago, that was one of the things I would always put in, compressing items just to save inventory space. Or I suppose we could have some sort of bulk storage. Some sort of device or item that we could literally just dump all this in and it saves the amount of stone in there as a score or as data. That could be an interesting way instead of compressing recipe. What else have we got for notes? Something with copper. Well, we're going to do copper tools and copper armor. It'd be quite cool if we could think of something else. That's something else I always end up with loads of. The dragon egg. What's the point of having it at the moment? We must be able to do something. Some recipe we can use the dragon egg for. To give us a reason to go and fight it. Kill it, get its dragon egg. It's got to be something coming dragon end game, isn't it? It's got to be something pretty cool we can make with that. Some way to get... Oh, and that makes me think let's put in here as well. Dragon drops elytra. just in case we want to get a new elytra. That's going to save us going out. You know, it's easy enough to kill the dragon and go and get yourself 10 elytras. But what if you've got 10, you don't want to keep resetting the end, you've gone out further and further. It'd be nice if the dragon dropped you, like, or some way to craft it. Okay, that'll do. Some way to get enchanted books without enslaving villagers. Look at me being nice. I am thinking of them. Every world. I think every world I've ever done. In fact, which is why I've made this little trap in here to get our zombie. Every world I've ever done, I have a large room filled with 40 to 50 villagers. They sell all the enchanting books. They sell all sorts of other stuff. That's where I get the golden carrots from. And again, it's just 50 entities that are pathfinding, unless you put them on double carpet and things like that. It's not so much the work, it's the poor server has to keep track of them all, and I have to enslave them. I think it'd be really nice if we could have some way we could actually make the enchanted books without doing all that. Now, I don't want it to be easy. I don't want it to be a case of, I'll mix a piece of dirt with some leather, and now I've got jump boost, or I'll mix, you know, I don't want it to be simple. There still has to be some work, otherwise it's not satisfying to get it. But, as I say, my notes so far, some way. A lot of these are some way, something, because I haven't really thought. There's just things that have popped into my head as I've been playing, really. And I thought, wow, it'd be great if we could do something, some way. Elytra boosting. I'd like to be able to elytra boost. Again, making rockets is easy as pie. You can make yourself a super simple generic mob farm, and that's something else I do on every world. You dig a box, you put some platforms on it with trapdoors on the side, and at the bottom you have a few magma blocks. That's it. And it just fills with mobs, and they drop down, and you get unlimited arrows, unlimited bones, unlimited gunpowder. You get probably enough string for your needs. It gets much faster as you play longer. So as I go around and dig and explore and light up caves, the farm gets faster and faster and faster. And quite soon you have double chests full of everything. So getting firework rockets is really simple. It's not hard at all. But wouldn't it be cool if we had some sort of infinite rocket, or a rocket with like duration 64, and we could just go whoosh and just for the fun of it. I mean, I'd like to come swooping down here and fly off through there just for fun, really, more than anything else. But the problem I found with the elytra rocket with duration 64 is it's great if you're flying around in the sky, but when you land, it keeps fizzing particles at your feet. It's not much of a problem. It doesn't do anything else, but it looks a bit weird. So that's, no, we could be spending ages just going through. I suppose it's sort of in the game. These are all the ideas that are coming to my head as I play. And as I play more, I'm not gonna keep coming up with this many ideas. Enchantments. So add some more enchantments. I don't know if I'm going to put some of these in. Jump boost. Mud collector I might put in just to make getting mud a bit easier. We did a tutorial on that. So if it's raining and you dig up dirt, you get mud. Or if you had mud collector enchantment and you dig up dirt, you get mud. I think that was it. I don't know if I'll add the rain thing, but maybe just the enchantment. An item to phase through tinted glass. We did phasing before, where you walk up to the tinted glass and you just crouch a little bit and you phase through. But instead of just giving it to the player as an ability, let's make them have to craft an item. And maybe they have to use a nether star to craft the item. So it's going to be sort of later in the game as well. Seeds plant themselves if they're dropped on farmland. I'm not sure. I like the idea. So what I could do is I could just go bleh, and the seeds would drop, and if they land on farmland, they replant themselves. Most of them would just jump all over the place, so it would be a bit sporadic about which ones, but it would probably work if you had a dispenser. So you could make a little farm, you'd have a dispenser here, and it would just go pop and pop a seed out on here, and this would then plant itself. So you could make tiny little auto farms. Again, I like the idea of it, because it's so easy to get wheat anyway. What if we had a tiny little auto farm that just ticked over and generated wheat? Be nice to make some sort of automation. Could we have our little wheat generating auto farm trickle the wheat down into our mob breeding farm? That could be interesting. Make some sort of very, very, very basic Factorio. I don't think I'd have conveyor belts and stuff like that, but using stuff like hoppers and chests. So we have a dispenser sitting here. It dispenses onto the farmland. The wheat grows. A villager could collect them. And put them into a chest. And now we've turned mod griefing back on. Villagers can start farming again. So that was another thing that stopped. I'll think about that. Some sort of automation. Don't go, wow, he's going to add create, because quite clearly I'm not. I am not thinking of anything like create at all. That's just amazing mod pack. I'm thinking of just adding a couple of very simple little things. Let's move on with ideas anyway. We're nearly at the end. Mob silencer. Yeah, I'm tempted by that. Finally, maybe change the dispenser ticking sound, because I always use these for my trash bin or rubbish bin, where I just chuck a load of stuff in and it drops into the dispenser and the dispenser dispenses it into lava, but it's tick, 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 and it's so loud and you can hear it from so far away that I'm very tempted. Maybe we should move that one up the list. And Galsurgi made us a sprinkler before. Maybe we could have sprinklers to speed up our crop growth. Watering can, that just popped into my head. Tree capitator, now that was a comment by someone, but I can't remember who said that one. So yeah, that's the one where you hit one log on the tree and then the entire tree breaks. And can we do something with wandering trader trades? Because they are pretty pants. So it'd be nice if traders actually had something that made me go, ooh, I want something. That could be another place we could get recipes from. It could be, well, it can't be items that we can use in crafting. Come on, Mojang. Why can't we use custom data in crafting recipes yet? I'm sure they will make it so we can at some point. I'm sure they will. It'd be such a strange thing to not do. Yeah, maybe wandering traders could give us the recipes. Maybe crafting copper tools. I think crafting copper tools. I think players can just do that. I don't think we need to hide the recipe for that. None of the other tools have them hidden, so it would be a bit strange. But maybe we should make an advancement for it. So, like when you pick up a piece of stone, it's like, oh, now you can craft stone tools. Maybe when we pick up a copper ingot, it says, oh, now you can craft. Yeah, let's put it on. Now you can craft copper tools. Advancement that grants copper recipes when you pick up copper ingot. I think that one's probably a definite. Let's put this up to... Let's make a to-do section. To-do... We haven't done much gameplay today, have we? But this is what this series is for. It's just for me to chill out. And I'm very glad I'm doing it, actually, because I do feel quite chill. There's no pressure for this one. Nice and chill. I think we're definitely going to do that. Is there anything else in here that we definitely want to do? Copper tools and emerald tools. Let's definitely do those. And advancement that grants copper recipes. We will just copy that. Because we will also do an advancement that does the same for emerald. Semerald. Emerald, and now we do need Diane. And emerald. Okay, that's good. And let's separate those out because they're into their little two groups. Okay, we'll definitely do those. Faster movements on path blocks. Yeah. Oh, I think we'll leave them for now. So, those are my ideas that have just popped into my head as I've been playing for a couple of hours. Let me know if you hate any of them and they're sort of like, no, definitely don't do them. Let me know if you love any of them, or let me know if you've got any yourself, which would be cool. Now, keep in mind that the idea is not to make the game easy. So, for instance, if you went onto Planet Minecraft and you were looking at data packs, you will see 50% of those data packs, if not more. And the ones with all the highest views are Minecraft, but dirt drops OP weapons. Minecraft, but jumping gives you OP armor. Minecraft, but standing still gives you OP rewards. It's like, oh. The thing that gets me, though, is they've got massive amounts of downloads. You get these amazing packs, and it's like, oh, I've added these cool tools, or fire wands and ice wands. You can do some nice balanced spells and stuff. Like 100 downloads. And then it's like, Minecraft, but doing nothing but breathing completes the game. And it's like, 1 million downloads. It's like, why play the game? Why, in that case, why even bother playing it? If you're the person that made the mod pack, then I suppose you got something out of it, because you got to find out how to make it and, experiment. But it's not the sort of thing I'd want to play with. So I don't want any additions that are just going to make this super easy. It's about having fun. It's about enjoying it and having fun, really. Is anyone in? Oh, I can look on the map, can't I? I've got a map. No one in there? No. One day a zombie will spawn, and we'll chuck a stone sword in for him, and he'll pick it up, and then once he's got that item, he won't despawn. Now, saying that, just the other day, round here, was a zombie with an iron shovel. And I thought, oh, I'm going to go and get him. But he had a personal bodyguard. He had a skeleton with an enchanted bow. Oh, there is a zombie there. Look. Did you just appear? You weren't on my map a minute ago. He had a personal bodyguard. He had a skeleton with an enchanted bow, and I've got no armor. And I thought, there is no way that I can get that zombie back safely. Oh, how dare you, bat? Oh, right. Do you want this sword? No. Yay! So he won't despawn now. Oh, yeah, you're free. Oh, God. Now, the main reason this place is so dark is so they can spawn in there. Okay, so he's not going to respawn. I don't need a name tag. I've given him his item. We're going to have to get some more torches in here, because I don't want bats everywhere. Do I want another zombie? One for curing. Iron farm. There's something. Okay, let's add that to the list. Now, easy to make an iron farm. 3 villagers is more than enough. 3 villagers and a zombie is more than enough for one person to end up with bucket loads of iron, more than they're going to use, unless you're building out of iron. So, maybe an iron farm alternative? Again, part of the fun of the iron farm is you have to make it. You have to go and get the villagers and bring them to you. So we can't just say, "Oh, right, I'm gonna use 7 planks, a bit of redstone, and an iron will become an iron farm." That's rubbish. Some iron farm alternative, or I call it iron duping. Now, when I say duping, I don't mean just 1 iron makes 20 iron. Mustn't be stupidly easy. There has to be a path, of stuff you have to do to get it. But I want another village. I want another zombie. Yeah, so 1 for the curing, 1 for the iron farm. So we'll leave that dark for now. Bats never drop anything. Should we make bats drop something? You right? Yeah. What happens with your friend? No idea. Should we make bats drop something? What could they drop? Now we can change. We can't actually add items, which seems strange after I said I've added copper tools and stuff. But it's really just an iron tool that looks different and has a few different. What could a bat drop? Now I'm going to add that to my notes. If you've got any idea, what can a bat drop? Or what can we make a bat drop? Let's give them something. Why not? They're very hard to hit, and you don't often see them. Maybe that's because I light everything up. Okay. Right, we've gone through all the ideas. Let me know what you think of them. Which ones you would use, which ones you definitely wouldn't. Or any ideas that you've got yourself. Now, I don't know how easy it is to make a machine. I know we can do user interfaces, so we can change the way things look. This interface here can be changed. It might be nice to experiment with that. But we can't add a new block. So, I'm not 100% sure. I just have to look into it. How do you make a machine? Something we can put down. We'd probably have to put a marker at it as well, so we can target it. Well, if you've ever made machines before, you've got any information on making custom machines, I should say that machines with air quotes, machines, custom blocks that do things, basically. That would also solve the problem of how do I decompress my cobblestone. In fact, I could make a compressing machine and a decompressing machine. That would be pretty cool. Oh, that's going to be on my list. I'm adding that to the top. Has to be in the to-do section, even have its own section. We'll say, look into making custom blocks that do something or process something. Yeah, that would be cool. Now, obviously, they're going to be, I assume they're going to be ticking. How many can we get away with having? Experiments. Right, what should we do? We looked at all the ideas. I might just chill out for another little bit of time. I wonder if I should bring some villagers back. That would be pretty chill. Just a little stroll up and down that corridor underground. Yeah, let's. Oh, where are we going to put him if we do bring him back? He's going to come up. He's going to come up here. He can stay in here anywhere. No. Oh, I know what he'll do. He'll climb up here and he'll throw himself straight into the cow pen, won't he? That's exactly what a villager would do. Okay, so because they are so annoying. Whatever they can do to be frustrating, they'll do it. And I don't hold it against them, to be honest, because everyone persecutes them. They get imprisoned, trapped, they get poisoned and cured multiple times. Like, no. Imagine if you went to a market somewhere. And he's like, how much for that lovely basket of fruit? And the guy says, oh, well, £10, $10. And you're like, oh, no. Let me just, and then you gave him COVID. There you go. Have a bit of that. You injected him with COVID or something. And then you came back a week later and cured him. You go, okay, how much for the basket of fruit now? He's like, $8? £8? You're like, no. And then you inject him with Ebola. And then you come back a week later and cure him. And you're like, £6? No. You get the idea. Imagine that. It's pretty harsh. No wonder they're so horrible. How would you treat someone if you saw them doing that to all your friends? I lost track. I got excited by that. I had to have a drink. Oh. Let's go and get a villager. I think the way to fix him climbing up there for now is just get rid of those. There we go. Right. Oh, we got 16 eggs from standing there. I wondered how to pick them up. I didn't want to jump in because I need some ladders. That's what I need. What's my computer doing? Computer, you're not doing anything impressive at the moment. Why are you jittering around so much? Let's put this in here. Forgot about my potatoes. I have to plant them. There's my bundle in there. These things up here are my first tools, I think. Pretty sure they are. We'll put them on display somewhere eventually. We're not going to make any copper tools yet until I'm happy with the levels and stuff. Little feedback from you. Do you think that's fine for a copper tool? It's enchantable as stone. It's got a little bit more durability than stone, but not as much as iron. But it can mine the same blocks as iron. Okay, if you think that's all right, then I'll get on and start probably using them. Let's go and get a villager. What's the best way? Let's get rid of this dirt. Let's make some workstations. What do they use? What's the composting table? Yeah, and that would be a farmer, and I want farmers for golden carrots. Maybe then, let's go back to notes. Golden carrot duping. So we breed, well, maybe we just get one. We can have that, see, this way we can have a nice village, and the villagers can walk around wherever they want. We get one golden carrot, and then we just dupe the rest instead of having to trap the poor villager. Yeah, okay, we'll add that to the list anyway. Right, let's make a couple of those things. Composters. They require them? Yeah. I want at least 2. Oh, how many of those? How many slabs do you require? Is it all slabs? It is all slabs, indeed it is. Oh, so we need more slabs. More slabs, please. 2 composters. That will be enough to bring 1 villager. Let's go and get ourselves a villager. I've got an axe. I have an axe. Where's my sword? Oh, you've got my sword. I shouldn't see anything, but just in case. I have found some iron. While digging my path, I found some iron and lots of copper. I haven't used it yet. I think my first use for that is probably going to be a bucket, so we can have an infinite water supply, and so you can have some water as well. Right, sword. Right, let's go and get a friend. Come on, let's go. Take a nice casual little stroll over to the village. Is it daytime? It's first thing in the morning. Let's go overground. Oh, let's get a pickaxe as well. Yeah, let's go overground. Why not? Well, I know the reason why not. It's because I get lost. That's why not. My tunnel goes straight to the house. It's easy. I haven't died yet. Watch me die just because I want to go overground. Right, we have to go up here. Then we can sneak around the side of the mountain. And we'll go off in this. Let's place a torch down while we're here. Expand our domain a little bit. There we go. Our domain is a bit bigger. Then we'll go up here. Put a torch up here somewhere. Yeah, let's put one here. There we go. We'll leave that. We'll come down from the top and work our way down at some point. Off we go. Off we go in the wrong direction. Don't want to go that way. This is the way we want to go. Oh, I've trapped myself already. I'm so bad at this game. Right. See? See? That's what could go wrong. Get lost. I literally said we're going to get lost. Got lost straight away. Headed out the door in the wrong direction. Right. Right, hello house. Yeah. Ooh, that's not where the staircase is. Oh, okay, we'll go down here anyway. Oh. Ow. Right, this way. This is the way we want to go. Should we put some torches this time? Last time I didn't bother putting any torches. I just ran there. No. I saved my torches. Boom, boom. Down we go. Let's get some mushrooms. Let's get some mushrooms. We could grow them in the dark. Can I think of any use for them? No. Yes. What do we use them for? Weakness potions. That's it. We need them for weakness. Don't you scare me. We need them for weakness potions to cure villagers. So let's get some. Even though we're not planning on curing and enslaving villagers. Let's get some, just in case plans change. I think one of those will make 3 weakness potions. If you combine it with what? Sugar and a spider eye? Yeah. But for that, I mean, we need blaze rods for that. We haven't got blaze. Ooh. No. I've killed 3 skeletons, I think. Maybe 2. None of them have dropped any bones, though, so it's a shame. We could have had a pet. Oh. Don't often get a pet dog. Pet cats I have all the time because they stop creepers and they stop phantoms. But I very rarely have a pet dog. But we know they spawn around here, so if we get some bones, we can come back. Hello, village. Now, which one of these did I turn into my house? Probably the closest one, which I think would be that one there. That one's a bit closer that way, but it's further away that way, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's that one. Okay. Right, he doesn't seem to be in there, so he must be downstairs somewhere. Okay. Let's block him back in again. Ah! Hello? He's like, how did you get in? I was standing in the tunnel. I didn't see you come in. No, it's blocked up. I didn't come through there. No, you can't get. I know you can't get out to see your friends ever again. I mean, see, this is why we have to do something else instead of enslaving villagers. I just feel sorry for them. No. Come down here. There's another one down there as well. Look. Did you find it and run back upstairs while I wasn't looking? Come down here. You can pathfind down here, you pest. Don't make me push you down there. Look at that workstation. Yeah, look at that. Oh, have you already got a job? Have you already got a job? Have you got a workstation? You haven't got a workstation. You haven't got a job. Come on. Why don't you want a job? Are you trying to show... My God, it's like Lassie, isn't he? He keeps trying to show me. We're both doing the same thing. I'm looking at him and running down here. He's looking at me and running up there. It's like both trying to show each other something. Why don't you want this composter? You don't have a job, do you? Why are you not interested? Oh, hello? No? Is this not a mechanic in 1.25? What am I doing wrong? I thought you could just put these down. They go, oh, I can work. He seems to want to go somewhere. To be free, probably. That's of course where he wants to go. I don't understand. Oh, that's why we made another one. Right. You. What is it up here that you're looking at? Stop going up there. What? Don't look all high and mighty with me, with your chin sticking up in the air. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to get them there then. If they don't... Is he a nitwit? He's a nitwit, isn't he? Have I just been he's a nitwit. Can we do... He's a nitwit! Oh, you all knew it. You knew it because he's wearing green. I didn't even think about it. Oh, you pest. That's why. That's why he's a nitwit. He can't have a job. He's too stupid for a job. Oh, alright, let's go and get the other one. Typical. The house I decide to build my secret tunnel into belongs to old Humpty Dumpty here. I don't know why I call him Humpty Dumpty. Right, you can go free. Your stupidity has saved you from a life of enslavement, possibly. Go on then. Off you go. Yeah, you're free now. You are an idiot. Okay, right. Find someone else. Yeah, bye. Right. Who are we going to find? I'd probably trap them all in. There's someone in here. Now, I think it's probably better to dig the tunnel underground so he doesn't escape. This is the sort of thing I would use free cam for. Because it's building. It's not exploring. We know he's in there. Alright. Was it that way? It's that way. Should I just go and get the call? Should we go? Let's be good. Let's not free cam it. Let's be good. I'm going to use free cam and I can just see Jakarius staring at me. I felt guilty. Okay, so let's get the coordinate here. Was that 361? 361 by 176. 361, 176. 361, 176. So this way. Off we go. Oh. We don't want to expose ourselves. Let's. Off we go. Off we go. 3, 6. Oh God, I've forgotten. It was 361, wasn't it? That fits in quite nicely with the numbers I'm seeing up there at the moment. 361 and then 176. Okay. Now come to find you. Now I've blocked up the door. 176. I've blocked up the door, so I'm hoping there's someone in there. Let's start. Oh! I heard him try and open the door. Let's put a torch down. I can hear you. Can I hear you? Ooh, there's the floor. Let's break your floorboards. More man visiting. Can't jump up that high. Hello? Hello? Oh, you're in bed. Is it night time? Oh, what happened? You're a purple bed. Ah, that's my colour. I like purple beds. Right. What are you? You are not a nitwit. Okay. I've got a job for you. Let's go. There's an exciting work opportunity down there. You're not doing it either. That's me thinking this was going to be a short little job. Come down here, you pest. I'll make you come down here. There, the ground has disappeared beneath your feet. You've got no choice but to come down here now. You can pathfind to that. Have you already got a job? No. Come look. What if I put it here? What if you can see it? Is it too low for you? You're like, oh, it's too low. I don't like it down in the hole. Can you see it now? Is this... okay, look, you're not a nitwit. Is this a mechanic they've just changed or something? What's going on? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with the world? I swear, composter is how you make a farmer. And it's always used to work. Yeah. Oh, I'm going home. Stubborn. Look, they wanted to see you follow me all the way home, and you were going to do that by coming and getting a job. Why don't you want a job? What's that up there that's on fire? Freak out. It's just a torch. I'm stumped. What am I doing wrong? I bet you're all thinking you've just forgotten one simple thing. Composter is for farmers. He doesn't have a job. Otherwise I'd be able to trade with him. He's not a nitwit. Profession, none. Why do you not pick up... I don't know. My nice chill out little bring a friend home trip ended in disappointment as I'm going home lonely with no friends. Is it height? Oh, we've done that again. Look, we stop breaking that. There we go. Is it to do with height, maybe? Maybe there needs to be more... Maybe he wants to be able to jump on it. Ah ha ha! Oh, I nearly hit you with my axe then, you idiot. It's height. Can we then put one here? Look, it's not that far away. And... Oh, there's a hole in the ground. What are the rules? What are the rules? you... Do you have to be able to see it? What makes it so you like it when it's here? Look, he changed. Oh, he found the other one. He found the other one. This is only going to take 5 years. Quick, block that up. And we might as well block that up. No, that's not where you live. No, don't go and see him. He's an idiot. He's escaped now anyway. You don't want to talk to him, trust me. He's a fool. He's an absolute fool. Come down here. Come on a journey. Come on a journey with me. Ooh, there's water dripping there. What about here? Come on a journey through time and space. Oh, I'm going to give up on infinite. Can leads pull them? Oh, look. Go downstairs. Stop making my life so hard. Get downstairs. I hate you. I hate you. No, I still hate you. Right, we're not getting anywhere with this. I don't know why this is so... Normally, I just pop these things down. They run from one to the next. I have never done it in version 1.2, 1.5 though, so maybe there is a difference. Come down here. Well, that was pretty chill, wasn't it? Right, you can stay there. Maybe you'll just wander down. I'll put you in a minecart or a boat. Oh, boat. Give me that. You can take a chill journey in a boat. That's what's going to happen. No, what's going to happen is I'm going to open that door and he's going to escape. Villagers. Right, we'll go out your house. I need wood. There is wood. Wood. I forgot how far down that was. Okay, we'll make a little crafting table. We will make some more wood. We will put down a little crafting table. We will make ourselves a sprucey boat. Should have done this in the first place. Now, come downstairs. You don't have a choice. You will come downstairs. Get in that. Are you in? I'm in. Are you in? Oh, are you too high now, though? I have a feeling that your head is going to go into the ceiling and you'll suffocate. I suppose you don't breathe through the top of your head. What about this stairs? Oh, we're all getting hurt. This is fun, isn't it? We're on our way. Okay. You don't seem to be dying. You're fine. You're fine with your head in there now. That's cool. Right, off we go. Come on, friend. Oh, I've got a friend. What a palaver. What a to-do. Well, I wonder what's changed then with giving them workstations. What was I doing wrong there? That's the way I've always done it. You just pop them down. And they jump from workstation to workstation. I've always found it very easy. Oh well, you got a boat. It's much slower. Oh, zombies. We've got lots of copper. We'll keep our eye out, see if there's any iron. I think I got the iron. I leave the coal and the copper. Don't have any use for them, really. That's why we want to add something to our data pack to find a use for coal and copper. Maybe our machines could use them for power. If we ever have machines. I have no idea how to make machines. Sure, we must be able to make something. But we don't want to go crazy with loads and loads of ticking commands. We don't want to lag our world out. Are you in the back there? Do you want to say something? I'm driving here. You're supposed to keep me awake. Fall asleep. Say something. There's a fox. Where's that fox? I want the fox. You're a rubbish sort of passenger. You really are. Very boring. Got no interesting stories. But I suppose on the bright side, it's not constant. Are we there yet? No, we're not there. We're almost at the corner. And then you will live at the bottom of this hole because you won't follow me up, will you? Because you don't want to follow the composters. And I was going to say, these boats are very slow, but when you come to think of it, I am on the land. Considering I'm on the land, I would say these boats are pretty fast. We're almost home. Well, you're not. I am. It's your new home. Somewhere nice. And then we'll get you a friend. And then, if you're lucky, you'll have a nice little village to explore and live in. And if you're unlucky, I can't think of a way of getting enchanting books without enslaving you all. And you shall be enslaved forever. Right, I think you're going to live here. You're going to live there, because there is no way you're going to follow me up there, is there? And I'm not going to waste my time waiting for you. You do look funny when you've got a square head. You look funny when you've got a tall. You just look funny. You stay down there. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, new friend. We'll leave you down there. Well, we got something done. We got one villager. Oh, no. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to make a chicken burger. Oh, I keep forgetting about chicken burgers. Let's make one. And then we can eat it next time. There's some chicken. And we'll need some fuel. Oh, just having a look in there. The stuff we've got. I wonder if we do something with eggs as well. Eggs on the note. On the notes. On this, something with chicken eggs. Must be something we can do with chicken eggs. That's another thing I end up with lots of. What was I doing? I want to cook my chicken. I want to make a chicken burger so I can eat it next time. We'll take you off there. I cook a chicken. Another one, please. I suppose we could set them to can always eat, but that seems a bit unvanilla-y. Okay, let's have... can I make it in my inventory? Look! Chicken burger! Yes, I can. A chicken burger. Oh, and by making a chicken burger, I've learnt beef burger as well. How did that... Do you know, I think the chicken burger icon is much better than the beef burger icon. I got these from Novaskin. So in the data pack, or the resource pack rather, there is a credits file, which it doesn't say to credit anyone, so I've just put a link in case people want them. I think though, but having a look at these two next to each other, I think I'm going to redo the chicken burger and turn it into a beef burger myself, because it does look considerably better than the beef burger, which looks a bit crap. Although, I say that, the reason I downloaded it is because it looks better than anything I would have made. So maybe I shouldn't call it crap. Sorry, I do like it. It just doesn't really fit together. I'm going with this one. We'll change that chicken burger. Let's add that to notes. Things to do. Notes. Redo beef burger icon from chicken burger. Okay, we'll make our own. Right, well, I've made one. Maybe that's the only one. Let's just make one until we have gone out into the world and found the recipe. Yeah, let's do that. You're a block. You can go in there. You are food. You can go in there. Yeah, we'll just have one. We'll get the taste. It's like going down onto the local street corner where they're hanging out. Do you want one? Do you want a chicken burger? Chicken burger. First one's free. First chicken burger's free. But after that, you'll have to go and find the recipe somewhere. Okay. Well, I don't know. Did we do anything? A lot of ideas. Let me know your ideas. I need to do some farming. That will not change my views because it is a wrong key. Well, that was a bit of a chill time. I did enjoy it. But now I have things to do. Oh, dear me. Look at the time. I didn't even realise. Yeah, I'm a bit late. But I enjoyed myself. I've had a nice time. Well, I hope you had a nice time hanging out. Let me know any ideas you've got for things we can add, or what you think of the ideas that I've gone through, or, tell me if you hate them just as much as tell me if you love them. That's cool. Or if you're just ambivalent and you think, meh, I don't mind. Anyway, have a great day. Take care. And I'll see you all soon. Well done for making it this long. Bye-bye.